Hello everyone, good afternoon. It's afternoon here. I hope you are all doing well. Good morning, good evening to the rest of the world. Now today I bring you a video. It will be about pruning, showing you how to prune and why is pruning important. Why is pruning very important in fruit production and in the well-being of the tree. So in this case, it's going to be apples. Pruning apples, especially now that we are incurring issues of water production or water source. The water source broke down, so we have been entirely depending on the rain. And in turn, this will help the these apple trees to be able to utilize the water and resources and nutrients that they need. So cutting off these unnecessary branches will also help these apple trees in using that necessary water they need, than just these unnecessary branches taking up all the nutrients. Yet the plant itself, the main stem, needs it for the well-being of the fruits. So that is very important, especially during right now that we're having issues with the water source. We have entirely been depending on the rain, which is also rare nowadays. It's January, January. Yes, everyone knows January. It can be very dry. It can be with less rains, or sometimes no rains at all in Uganda, as far as I know. So this pruning will greatly help the plants, these apple trees, to at least use the water they need, to at least use the nutrients that they need, than these nutrients and water going to the unnecessary branches, even the branches that are not showing signs of fruiting at all. So those are the ones that we're going to be able to cut off, so that we save these plants during this time. You can see behind me, they have been fruiting very well right there, and more others up there. So I hope you enjoy and you learn something, and in case I do or make any errors, I do stand, you can be able to correct me somehow, somewhere. Thank you very much, and let me take you through. Okay, hello everyone, it's Tony B here again. So today I've been doing some pruning on these apples, and many of them have been producing fruits, but not enough that are supposed to be, that they're supposed to be having at the moment. So I'm doing the pruning now. Like you can see this stem that we have here, it's only growing taller and taller onto the side right there. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to prune so that all the nutrients that come from the ground are concentrated to the main branch, or sorry, to the main stem. So what I'll do, I'll come right here and cut that off. So this is just consuming all the nutrients that are supposed to be consumed via this main stem. You can see there are many of them. Even this one is quite small, so I'll take that down. I remove it. There are a few I removed, like this one. Let me completely remove it from there. Okay. So move this one will go off, creating competition. This one as well, it will go off. It was creating competition. Now these I will also remove, because they are also creating competition to this bigger branch. Let's see which other one. So the rest of the branches can be bent slightly, 45 or 60 degrees. They can be bent, and you have to make sure that you create enough space in the middle for the light, so that these guys can have light. You can see we have some fruits here. Now this branch has got four fruits from this one, so you can see the way it's bending. You can see the way it's bending, and it's coming from the main, roughly from the main stem, which is this one right here, the bigger one that you can see right there. So what I'm going to do, let me see, I can remove this one, or I can choose to bend it. But what I want is to let this main stem have enough nutrients that are going up to the fruits. Then these other ones I can remove, like this small one that you see right here. It's just growing vigorously with no hope of fruiting at all. So this is what I'm going to do. I'm going to cut that one, this one right here. I remove that so that we create more nutrients from this bigger branch going up. And let me see this. These other ones I'll just bend sideways, a few degrees sideways. Yes. So pruning is very, very essential if you want more fruit production and more nutrients into the main branch, into the main stem, serving the nutrients to the fruits so that they are bigger and more. So what do we have here? I see one right here. This one I'll cut off because it does not show any sign of fruiting, like you can see it right there. So this one I'll just cut off. Let me arrange my pliers right there. I'll just cut that one off. Say bye-bye to it completely to create more nutrients for this branch so that it can give off more fruits. So what I'll do, I'll bend this one sideways for more fruiting. Now there's this one as well. This one is also just growing vigorously. You can see, you even wonder when it will be able to give off the fruits. It does not show any sign of fruiting. So I'll have to take that one off, to cut it off. Sorry. Right there. Let me try and zoom in. Right there. I'll just cut that one off. Let me see. I'll cut that one and get away with it. Get rid of it. Sure, so it will be able to clear the tree to give more light to these branches that have been inside. Yes, for photosynthesis and whatnot. There's also this one. Let me see. This one is just growing tall. What I'll do, let me see what I'll do with this one. I'll try to bend it somehow because it seems to be bigger. Let me see. This one I can't bend. Now this one I will also remove. I will remove this one because it's creating some competition with the main stem. So I cut that one off and remain with the main stem, so that it will be able to give off more nutrients up to the incoming fruits. Sure. Then these other ones, I'll just bend. So now, like you can see, there are so many branches right here, also creating competition with this other main. It's not the main, but it's rising off from the main, and it's huge enough, and there's a junction right here. So what I'll do, I'll cut some of this off because they're so congested. Okay, let's proceed. Cut this one. Cut that one. Let's see. So what I'm doing some pruning here. Cut that one off. Who else should I cut? I'm also going to cut this other one. Let's see. Yeah, I'll cut this other one. It's also creating. But let me look at the main one. Which is the main? Okay. So the main one is this one. This one was just growing off of the big one, so I'll just cut the one that has been growing off of the big one in order to reduce on the competition of nutrients. Okay, here we go. Okay. So basically, that has been the process of pruning, and I'll be showing you more ways of how to prune, bending and whatnot for more fruiting. Okay, you can see here we have 3 bigger branches. There is this one, and this one, but one of the main ones are this and this. You can see this one is growing from this one, and this little one is growing from this one. So what we want to do is to reduce the competition. So I'm going to remove this one because it's very small and no sign of fruiting. It's just growing taller. So we would like to give this one and this one more nutrients. So what I'll do, I'll take this one off. That one will go off. Then, even when you see this one, this main one, it's the one that has fruits. It's the one that has got fruits. The other one does not have fruits on it. You see, it's having some incoming fruits on it. So what we want to do is to let the nutrients be concentrated in this one right here. What we want to do is to let the nutrients be concentrated in this one right here, because it's the one that has the fruits. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to remove this one. You can even see its position is quite hindering this one, the bigger one, the main one. So I'm going to remove this one, or what I will do, I'll just bend it to make them 3 branches. Then what I can also do is to cut this one off, or I can choose to just bend it to this other side. It can also be able to fruit as it's on the other side. I can also choose to bend this one to this other side so that it does not block the light. So you can choose whichever you prefer. And if you prefer, I've tried to do these 2 methods, to the bushy kind of thing, and then one that has lots of light to the buds, to the plant itself for more fruiting. So there are 2 things that I've applied on this orchard. Yes, the bushy one, and then the one that will create the light inside the plant. Yes. So you can choose whichever you would prefer, or you can choose both. The bushy, which I tried to choose, both bushy and this other one of letting light into the plant.